The Tangent Egg podcast is aimed at a mature audience. It contains themes that are not appropriate for all listeners. It's important to note that we are not experts. We routinely have no idea what we're talking about and are just three idiots sitting around a table. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to Tangent Egg Podcast. I'm Seth, and with me is Swoosh and John Doe.
Yes, part 2.
Hello,
part
we're getting into Trailerama part 2. If you haven't seen part 1, feel free to jump back. We did future Summer Games Fest and Xbox's showcases. Now we're going to be jumping into Ubisoft's offering. And Ubisoft didn't actually show off that much stuff, but that's not surprising. It's Ubisoft. They don't own that many properties.
Yeah.
They actually showed off two 15-minute... I think it's like 12-minute gameplay trailer presentations for Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadow.
Yeah, I'd be excited for like Outlaws if it. I don't know. It's almost like it's already been. The taste has already been spoiled for me. So it's like,
Yeah. Ubisoft is trying hard to I don't trust them.
Yeah, I understand that. There's zero trust in Ubisoft. That's not a thing.
Yeah.
I will probably check out some reviews for it because it's Star Wars. I want it to be good. I want to have some fun in Star Wars.
Not even gonna get into what Disney's saying or what they're doing with Star Wars at the moment, but sure.
I don't know. Acolyte's pretty good.
Acolyte's pretty good, except the new head of Star Wars came out and said we don't want to have a light and a dark side anymore because there's racial connotations there, so we're just going to get rid of it.
I mean, I don't have a problem with them getting rid of the light and the dark side because that's always kind of been a thing in the setting that it's not a thing.
Yeah. I don't know. The reasoning behind it, there's
the reasoning's dumb.
Yeah.
That getting rid of it, sure. But if that's your
no
reasoning
one has
for
ever
it,
thought that was the connotation of the light and the dark side in Star Wars. That's never been
that's
what
pushing
it is.
a meaning on something that didn't have that meaning, which is fucking stupid.
Yeah. The other issue for me is the fact that they're just doing it's just magic. I get that's where you want to go with it because it makes things easier, but technically, no.
I mean, I don't again. Acolyte uses the more witch's coven thing, like the Dathomir, but that's not that weird.
It's been
you
there
could
before.
absolutely see people using the Force and conflating it with a more magical connotation.
Oh, definitely.
And I actually like seeing alternate takes on the way the Force is used. I wish they do more of it, but either way, look. We're not here to bitch about Star Wars.
No, we're not, because we could.
I'm mostly I just don't trust Ubisoft. That's...
Yeah, that is absolutely fair. Yeah. That is 100% fair. The trailer looks good. I liked what they're showing off, although some of their lighting is really, really bad. If you skip to about 8 minutes and 10 into the video, you'll see their lighting engine just frits out.
I do like the fact they went straight into a planet. There was no loading screen there.
Yeah. I mean, as you were saying back with the Starfield one, I'll give them the credit. They hid the load screen behind what they're supposed to.
There's a few things the lighting just kind of fritzes out on a few things.
It's just really bad at 8:10 because there's that doorway and you can do these fucking horizontal bloom lines and it looks really bad.
Yeah.
Look, I have hope for this game. I will probably be waiting for reviews to tell me whether or not it's worth even trying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I remain hopeful that it'll be worth trying. Mostly just because I like Star Wars.
Yeah.
I'm not going to pretend that it's anything other than that. Next up was their big section where they showed off Assassin's Creed Shadow. And they show off both styles of gameplay because you've got a dual protagonist again. I think they're doing the thing that they did from the British one, where you had the two siblings, where one had one play style and the other had the other.
Yeah.
I think they're doing that again. So you'll probably be able to run around the open world as either character, and then when you go to missions, you'll pick which one you want to do the mission as. So you've, of course, got, Yosuke, the Black Samurai. He's got all your big combat stuff because he's a samurai, and then you have your ninja. The thing, of course, is this looks so... I hate how canned this whole section looks. It's definitely been built and designed this way.
Yeah.
It's not so much not so bad during the samurai section. Once you get over to the ninja section, there's people getting killed while there's someone just off camera to their right, and they don't get caught.
Yeah.
It's clearly a vertical slice. And unfortunately, you can see the seams too easily.
Yeah.
But, look, it looks fun. I'm not going to pretend it doesn't. But, we've got Ghost of Tsushima, we've got Last Ronin, we've got more games. We've talked about so many character action games set in Asia in the first part of this fucking Trailerama.
Yeah.
And
this game is going up a wall of competition.
It does, and like with Tsushima like just coming to PC, like more people playing it, this has got big fucking shoes to try and fill.
Oh yeah.
Like between like the samurai gameplay and the ninja gameplay, Tsushima already does both with one character pretty fucking well. And that isn't even deep like delve into the whole shinobi ninja fucking gameplay all that much.
Yeah.
Like this has got a big fucking mountain to climb.
Honestly, they waited far too late to release this one because the Assassin's Creed fandom has been begging for this setting for so long.
Yeah.
Since game 1.
Yeah.
Because game 1 ended with a whole bunch of Asian text on the wall, and where people are like, cool, we're going to Japan next game. Never happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And now they're panicking and slopping this thing together,
and now they're releasing it after an amazing fucking game that's a very similar style has just come out. Yeah.
They waited too long, and they have definitely screwed themselves out of.
I don't even know who the villains in this game are, because the Templars even villains anymore. Like, is this the Mongols taking over? Because I'm gonna laugh fucking hard if it is.
I don't know, and I honestly don't care, because the thing I hate the most is that they keep saddling this fucking franchise with the Templars and the Assassins. Just fucking let it go already.
Yeah,
actually,
I don't care about the Assassins.
I had a thought the other day, we've gone through books of the month, we've read a lot of isekai books. Is the Assassin's Creed series like a VR isekai?
Kinda, yeah.
Yes.
Because it's a character who gets put into a game world who then levels up their skills and can take those skills out into the real world.
No.
Not all of those skills, but they learn some muscle memory.
Technically, it's not an isekai. For it to be an isekai, you have to go to another world.
Well, sorry. In the books, the VR style of...
are not isekais.
Yeah.
I know they're not isekais. It's just the genre style that I'm thinking of. It's a character who is in a game world outside of their normal world. It's the VR fucking...
But they've been shifting away from that as well.
You could still do that in the last game. You could go in and out of the Animus. So,
but why would you ever leave it? There was no gameplay.
No.
Yeah.
The fact that they keep lumping this fucking franchise with the future plot line and all this other... It's dumb. Just fucking stop. It's doing you no favors because you're not doing anything with it. Again, the other thing we've been asking for is do the future setting.
Yeah.
Just do an Assassin's Creed in the future.
Honestly,
nah, we're not doing that.
It feels like, remember Lost, the TV show? They've gone down the same rabbit holes. We don't know what we're doing anymore. It's what was the smoke monster? Something.
It's not purgatory, except it's purgatory.
Yeah.
Either way, let's move on.
We promise it's not purgatory. It's definitely purgatory.
Next one was for Anno 117 Pax Romana. I like the Anno games. They're basically just logistics games with light city builder stuff. They're fun. I'd be pretty keen
and
for
before
this,
that, I know, don't mind me. That's just Assassin's Creed on iPad. Yeah, skip that.
Yeah, and fuck that. Next up for that is looks like some expansion content for that Avatar game they made. Apparently that game wasn't that bad.
Yeah.
It didn't review amazingly, but apparently it wasn't a dumpster fire either, so
which is
unfortunately the only place you can buy it is on their fucking platform, so I haven't played it.
No.
Yeah, I haven't looked into it, to be honest.
Look, if they put it out on Steam I might, but I'm not firing up your fucking launcher.
Yeah.
After that is some other arena combat game.
But now you're playing Battle Corps.
Orbs.
Basically, it's funny, I read an article about this. when they wanted to make this game, they originally wanted it to be like characters who ran around as a first-person shooter. But they didn't have someone who could actually model and animate it correctly. So they just put balls in to say, fuck it, like, we'll just do this for now just to get the gameplay to work. And then the gameplay worked like that, so they kept it.
I mean,
alright, I'll
fair.
give him that. I can't muster energy for it.
Yeah.
After that is apparently Ubisoft is putting out a new version of their Monopoly game.
Monopoly
Ooh,
needs
it's
to die.
Monopoly.
It should
Well,
never have
especially
left the board. Like,
Yeah. Look, I don't mind if people want to play, what is it, Uber Monopoly,
Yeah.
which is a game of Monopoly inside of a game of Monopoly.
Yeah.
Sure, fine, whatever. Do you? I don't care, but like, it's Monopoly. This game isn't that good to begin with. Why do you keep fucking making it?
Because reason.
I don't know, maybe because they have a monopoly on Monopoly. Fucking.
I'll see what you did there.
Next up is some DLC for the most recent side-scrolling Prince of Persia game. Awesome, cool. If you were into that game, you're getting more.
The trailer made me not want to watch it. No, not want to. Like,
Why?
get
Because
it.
they wanted to have a streamer on it and then have the dev show up out of nowhere.
Yeah, it annoyed me.
That's fair. What I find is more annoying is that the following trailer for that is the Prince of Persia Sands of Time trailer, which is nothing.
Yeah.
It's a nothing.
It
Yeah.
is a title, and then a date appears.
I don't think they gave a date for it. Did
No,
they?
just 2026.
Yeah, but cool. A year date, 2 in the future, for your remake you've been working on for a while now of a game that's already been made.
Yeah.
How long do you need to make the fucking remake?
As long as it takes to make Skull and Bones, maybe? Because,
Speaking
god
of-
fucking damn.
Well, next one up is
Exactly.
is the second season content for Skull and Bones.
God, that is a dumpster fire of a game. And, like, what we could have had, all we fucking wanted, was Black Flag without the assassin bullshittery.
Yeah,
That's
100%.
it. That I didn't want the assassin plotline. Instead, we get boats.
We got
That's it.
the boat combat they've done that they've just plugged into every Assassin's game since Black Flag.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And as a small part of a bigger game, it's fun. It's absolutely serviceable.
It's not enough for an
as
entire
the
game.
game. Yeah, no, I have no interest in Skull and Bones.
Yeah.
At all.
It can die in a fire. I don't care.
It's already
next up
dying in a
is
dumpster
the-
fire.
Yeah.
I know, right? Next up is for The Crew Motorfest. And if I was you, I would not buy this game.
Yeah.
Or any content to do with it, given the fact that they were quite happy to delist the previous Crew game and basically make it so no one could play it anymore. So
Yeah.
Ubisoft already tipped their hand on their belief in this franchise.
Ubisoft is just going to can this thing very quickly. Don't trust it.
Yeah.
Get it on
So, I mean, look, if you like it, go nuts, enjoy, I don't give a shit. But I wouldn't trust them, not after doing that.
Yeah.
Next up is more content for The Division 2. Honestly, another game I'm like, wow, man, this thing's still going.
Oh, yeah. Considering they were meant to kill that at the end of, I think, Season 4? Maybe Season 5?
Yeah.
Oh, look, they're bringing back a character who they already killed off.
So, you know, it's a thing. If you're still playing The Division 2, power to you.
Yeah.
Cool, you're getting some more content.
I dump so much time in The Division 2. I still go back to it every now and again. But, like, god damn, just do The Division 3. You've announced 3 other Division games since then, and you've scrapped all of them.
Yeah. Like,
Look, my problem with The Division will always be the gunplay doesn't feel good.
No, it's like
yeah.
you're shooting Nerf bullets because the bullets are just... The only difficulty is they're spongy. They take more bullets.
Yeah.
And headshots, just you need more shots to the face, apparently, to kill someone. Like,
Yeah.
no, you should be dead.
I've said it once, and I'll say it again. Difficulty shouldn't be enemy takes more bullets. Difficulty should be there are more enemies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will not be as bothered if I can headshot everyone, but I had to take down 15 guys instead of 5.
Oh yeah, no, I'll take that as a fucking challenge.
And the last one is the newest update to X Defiant, which is their team squad shooter.
Yeah.
I don't care. Again, I've said it. I feel like a broken record as we've been going through this Trailerama. Every time there's an arena shooter, just assume I'm not interested.
Yeah,
Yep.
we're not the target market for them. Like, we know that, but I'm just sick of them. I know
the
I'm an
target
old man
market
yelling at
is
clouds
just
right
a
now.
smaller and smaller slice of the same pie,
Yeah.
and none of them distinguish themselves enough to take enough of that pie to really survive.
Yeah.
Pretty much. This, like, I think the only one I've seen in recent memory that's even slightly carved a niche for itself was the finals. And that's it.
Yeah.
And their thing was having hyper-destructible environments.
Yeah.
And even that, like, you don't see that much anymore at all.
No. It's still just Valorant, CSGO, and COD.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually
That's it.
surprised Valorant has survived as much. Though it survived because Overwatch died.
Yeah.
That was
Pretty much,
it. It picked up that market base and then got deposited into Valorant, and that was it.
Yeah.
Pretty much. And that's it. That's Ubisoft. Ubisoft all done.
Yay! That's just
So next up... Yeah, I know, right? They didn't have a lot to show. Look, I said those big gameplay length sections of Outlaws and Shadow were good, but it all comes down to how much you trust Ubisoft to deliver on what they showed off.
Yeah.
And
And I've been burnt far too many times by Ubisoft to ever take them at face value again.
I know, right? Next up, we've got the Future Game Show, which like I said, I think was the best show at this year. It had the best mix of people, trailers, and types of content. So, first up, we've got fucking, I swear to God, why do these people have to have, like, the dumbest name? Well, not the dumbest names, but, like, why do they challenge me so?
Eric's home.
Eric Sholm? The Stolen
Eric
Dream?
Sholm. Yeah.
Which appears to be an isometric stealth game, and I fucking love those. I'm not going to pretend they're not my jam.
Yeah.
And it's got a bit of a, Victorian London vibe going on. Yeah. I like it. I like what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
The gameplay is of a style I like. The cutscenes look really pretty. I'm going to keep an eye on it. But I understand that a lot of other people probably won't, because it's not a style of game that's particularly popular. Next up is Bogodan's Cross, which looks pretty. I'm not sure what it is.
Yeah. I don't... Is it just a scrolling adventure game, or...
I don't know.
It's got bears in armor.
Yeah, I know. That kind of makes me want
And
to check it out
a,
just off that alone, I'm not going to lie.
A fox rogue.
It's got a vibe, and it's a vibe I'm
does.
interested in, but I don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Give me a second.
I don't know what it is. You put an entire army of bears in armor, and I'm like, yes. Tell me more.
Give me a sec. I'm currently trapped behind a fucking ad wall of YouTube that will not continue.
Holding us up, swoosh.
Yeah. It put me through, like, it's a 30-second ad. It's unskippable. And then
Did it do that thing where it's... Did it
even
put the
worse,
second
it's
ad after the 30-second ad?
It did, and that one is 2 minutes long, and also unskippable.
Fucking hell, YouTube.
Like, it's getting bad. Like, holy shit. And it's for those, like, horrible free-to-play games as well that are basically just scams.
Damn it.
The ad is nothing like the actual game.
Yeah.
Or is it one of those where they do the obviously dumb thing, so you look at it and go, that was just stupid, I could do that better. Look, I'll download it. Like, God damn, that marketing annoys me.
Yeah. The fact that they can get away with that is bullshit. I'll take this opportunity to point out that we are skipping stuff.
Oh yeah,
We're not looking at every trailer.
yeah.
I found some like highlight reels of stuff, and after this one, this is the last highlight reel. Everything else is just curated by me. We are skipping a lot.
Yeah.
I'm not pretending we aren't. Otherwise, we will probably make the next 3 episodes of this show just us looking at trailers.
Yeah.
It would take way too long.
And,
like I said, some of these shows were 2.5. We're about an hour and a half to 2 hours.
And a lot of these we're
forever.
skimming over thoughts because we could go in depth for a lot of these going, we don't have the time this week.
Yeah.
Any week to do this much freaking. There is a lot of shit. It's almost annoying that they dump everything out at one fucking time. Like, why not space it out over the course of 3 months? Like, this is the month of Xbox. This is the 2 months of PC.
Because
this is the
season.
week and a half of PlayStation and Nintendo.
It is what it is. Look, honestly, we probably could have made a bunch of mini episodes and done one at a time, but it would just been...
Yeah.
Like, we've got lives, man. I'm not pretending we don't have day jobs to get to.
Yeah.
This isn't what we do all day, every day. It's just do this podcast.
As fun
Otherwise,
as that
I would
would
have
be.
done that.
That would be pretty fun.
So, we've got to truncate it somehow.
There we go.
So, you back up with us?
Yeah, it's finally figured itself out.
Alright. Next one is Eternal Shards, which I'm actually pretty keen on. This looks really fun. Hero scale sort of artwork with magic and swordplay and climbing on top of all kinds of crazy critters. Yeah, that's a pretty good mix of stuff that makes me want to play.
It looks pretty fun so far.
I've never heard of Yellow Brick Games,
Yeah.
so I'm guessing this might be a first product. If it is, good on them.
Yeah, I
It
was
looks
gonna
really
say,
fun.
If this is a first product, that's pretty solid for a first one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely want to play more. Well, not play more. I want to play it.
Yeah.
It looks really, really fun.
I like it. I'd probably pick this up.
Yeah. Next up, we have the casting of Frank Stone, which is a weird conglomerate. So it's a mix between what is it, Blue? I can't remember the two studios. Basically, it's a spin-off of... It's a bunch of the guys who worked on the Dark Pictures anthology doing one of those adventure games like Until Dawn or Heavy Rain for the Dead by Daylight setting.
Interesting.
I don't think that's a bad idea.
Yeah.
The setting's all about weird killers, so... Yeah? Apparently the setup is a bunch of kids want to go film their own little, like, horror thing in an area that's known for, like, you know, all the spoopy shit.
Yeah.
And of course they're gonna not believe and then shit's gonna go down.
So that's just natural selection.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, that's how these sort of horror stories go. Point is, yeah, I might actually pick this up. I like those games. I said it back when we saw back with the PlayStation one, where they were like, "Hey, Until Dawn's finally coming to PC," and I'm like, "Yeah, I really want to play that game. I want to play this."
Yeah.
Next up is another trailer for Space Marine.
It looks so pretty.
They talk to some of the devs in this one, and they show some other scenes. It looks good. It really
3-player co-op.
is.
Fuck yeah.
We're gonna murder some shit.
There's going to be the Tangenetic players.
Yeah.
Fucking oath it is. It looks so pretty.
It does.
I'm day one on Space Marine.
Yep.
I am absolutely there for that
Oh
game.
yeah, I'm in.
And like I'd suggest watching the whole trailer thing for it. It is really fucking cool. Every scene is just more badass shit. Right. Next up, we've got Mandragore,
Yay.
which is they describe it as a Metroidvania with Souls-like combat.
It looks interesting, but I'm probably gonna pass on this one.
It looks pretty. Look, this is the kind of thing where if it was on sale, I'd probably pick it up and play it.
Yeah.
But I'm probably not going to day one that.
Yeah.
Or when it pops up in a Humble Bundle or something.
Look, Humble Bundle is a different kettle of fish.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got Nobody Wants to Die.
Clearly, these people have not met millennials.
I know, right?
It's interesting.
I mean, yeah. I'm not sure what it is.
From
It
what I
looks
can-
kind of more like an investigative game,
Yeah.
not necessarily a combat thing.
You have like a time control-y thing, so I'm guessing you're trying to figure out what happened.
Yeah, but like it seems like time can break.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like it's definitely got me interested. It's like on the list of keep an eye on it for later.
Definitely.
Next up is Dawn of Defiance.
Which I'm not sure what this game is.
Are you a
Like,
centurion?
yeah, it seems like that. But like there might be a little city building in there, a little dungeon raiding.
There's
I don't
definitely
know.
base building going on.
Yeah.
And you can fly.
You can fly. Yeah.
I just got that bit.
I don't know if it's for me,
Yeah, like-
but it's definitely something I
It's
might keep
definitely
an
not
eye on a little
me.
bit.
It looks like someone just wanted to build a survival crafty game with a Roman
Yeah.
aesthetic.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Like, if it pops up on Game Pass, I might give it a shot, but apart from that.
Next up is Numata, which is an urban horror game.
It looks interesting.
I mean, like, I kind of like that idea as a concept simply because, like, urban settings are already, like, people can creep themselves out in urban settings already, let
Oh, yeah.
alone if you try and set a horror game in an urban
Yeah.
setting.
Definitely.
So, it looks interesting. I'll probably keep an eye on it. I like my horror games. After that, we have The Relic of the First Guard, which just looks like a medieval hyper-action game.
It really
Pretty.
kinda does. Very Souls-like,
Like-
but very fast-paced fucking combat. Jesus
It's got a
Christ.
Souls-like look to it, but it's got a much more Devil May Cry feeling combat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll buy it, but, like, it looks cool. I think it would depend on what comes out around it.
Yeah, pretty much.
But, you know, it's definitely piqued some interest.
Yeah.
Next up is The Precinct, which just looks like a GTA-style game, but you're the cops this time instead of the bad guys.
If I play this, it will be with Brooklyn Nine-Nine playing in the background.
Oh, yeah.
at all times. Like,
Oh, yeah. I mean, it looks kind of fun.
it does.
I don't know if it'll turn out to be that interesting, but it definitely has a vibe that I'm like, yeah, I could play that.
Yeah, I could get behind this.
Next up is Astral Rot.
There is Rot. It's Astral. Looks
Yeah.
interesting.
I mean,
Looks
I'm
like a
not
puzzle
sure
game?
What it is?
Yeah, I'm assuming like a third-person puzzle game.
Yeah. Set in space. There's definitely a monster of some kind. We'll have to wait and see. There's not enough in that trailer
No.
to really
Yeah.
tell you what it is. Next up is First Dwarf.
I have no idea what this game is about, mostly because the guy is speaking Russian. Looks cool, though.
Look-
Like,
Yeah, dude in a mech suit, beating up monsters. Seems like he builds his base during the day and defends it at night.
it looks
Yeah,
like
it looks like a Factorio.
It reminds me of what Fortnite was originally. You build a base for like tower defense, and then go into other stuff.
I might pick this up. I do like those types of games, and adding in the more combat focus is like, I like that.
Yeah,
I don't know. Again, another one of those things where, like, depends what's coming out when it comes out.
yeah. I wish I knew what
Next
they're
up.
saying. That's all I want to know.
Next up is Deliver Us Home.
Now, get an Uber.
But there's surge pricing.
What is this game?
I have no idea.
This
It does not show off nearly enough.
it shows off very little.
Apparently someone didn't know how to use a Z-axis on a camera rig.
Yeah.
That's all I can get out of that.
Next up, I don't even know how to fucking say this shit. Kurlim?
I have no idea.
I'm happy we're getting more games from weirder countries, but like, goddamn, I don't
Kurielimu?
speak language.
Kurielimu?
It's got an interesting visual style, but like, again, I don't really know what we're doing.
Yeah.
And the last one in this particular little snippet is The Path into the Abyss.
Do we have to stare at it?
Only if it stares back.
Yeah, fair.
I mean, it appears to be a first-person shooter of some kind.
Looks interesting.
It's reminding me a lot of Stalker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But in a different setting. And I don't necessarily think that's bad. I'd like to see more from this game later. So yeah, that's there were actually a couple other trailers in the Future Game Show that I'd like to show you guys that weren't part of that one.
Fair.
One of them is this one for Sacrifice.
Why must we sacrifice?
Sacrifice!
Which, this is the sort of JRPG stuff I would play.
Yeah.
It's got a bit of a Metroidvania vibe. It's got this combat that uses 3D axes. Yeah, it's got a nice... I'm not going to lie. This sort of 2D art, big sucker for.
That's fair. It looks entertaining. Like, I could probably see myself playing this game.
Next up is a little puzzle game called Shrim. Shrim. Where you play a little shadow demon who has to stay in the shadows.
That is awesome.
Oh, that's awesome. I like this.
Yeah. So the idea is you are supposed to be attached to something and you've lost it, and now you have to move through the shadows to find it again and help other Shim find their place.
A demon shadow frog.
Yeah.
It's pretty fun.
This is cool.
It looks really cool.
It's weird that he makes his own shadow.
Yeah.
This one I just wanted to show you guys because like the art style is bizarre. So this is Judero, and they claim they actually made clay models for all of the things.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they did that photo scan stuff to put them into the game.
Nice.
So all of the models have this like weird claymation vibe to them and handmade thing.
Wow.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Like I said, I mostly just wanted to show it to you because like that is a art style choice.
That is an art style choice.
That looks like Robot Chicken, the game.
Yeah.
I know, right?
It's fucking creepy, I'll give it that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's... Wow. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that before. That is wild.
Yeah. Like, I'm not getting
know.
this, but it's interesting.
Like I said, it's less about wanting to play that. I had to show you that art style.
Yeah.
That was something special.
That's strange.
Next up, like just the concept for this was like why I wanted to show it to you. It's Bike Parkour the game.
Nice. God's sake.
So yeah, the idea is you're a packaged courier.
Yeah.
And yeah, you do bike parkour to get around.
So Jet Set Radio Future, but push bikes.
Bikes, yeah.
Huh.
So yeah, I don't know. That just piqued my interest.
I like it. Looks fun.
And okay, before we wait, no, hang on. I want to show these in the right order.
This is very much Jet Set Radio Future on push bikes.
Yeah.
So this one is Grit and Valor.
I swear I've seen that somewhere.
And it seems to be like a tactics style game,
Yeah.
but it doesn't pause between turns. It just it's real time tactics on small maps.
Ah.
With a
That's
bunch
cool.
of mechs.
That just looks pretty fun.
Yeah. Now, here's the thing. before we started this whole Trailerama, I told Swoosh there was one trailer in here that he was going to lose his shit over. This is the trailer.
I'll prepare to lose my shit. God damn it. I'm stuck behind the ads again!
The opening 10 seconds screams Swoosh.
Yeah, I know, right? I know, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yin?
God damn it.
So from what I can tell, it's basically Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I'm so in for this!
I want this. Like, god damn it. It is just like pop song Donkey Kong.
It looks so fucking
Pop song
fun.
furry Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
I mean, Donkey Kong were monkeys,
Yeah.
That is
so
true.
it was already kind of a furry thing. But it's got the animal buddies, the collection stuff, the crazy over-the-top bosses.
Yeah.
It's everything I loved about Donkey Kong Country.
Yeah, no, I'm in. God damn it. How could you do this to me?
I could not shake it the entire time I was watching the trailer the first time. It was just Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong, Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
And I love that because, no one's making Donkey Kong games anymore.
This is to Donkey Kong what Ukulele was to Banjo-Kazooie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hopefully this will do better than Ukulele.
Yeah. Ukulele wasn't a bad game. It just didn't get a great reception.
Well, it was a little too much like trying to play the best beats and not do its own thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas this clearly looks like it's its own thing, but you know where the inspiration came from. It's definitely got some like Donkey Kong Crash Bandicoot
Nico
vibes.
Dorico?
Yeah, it's a bit hard to pronounce.
Nico.
But yeah, it looks really good. It looks absolutely amazing.
Yeah.
Like I said before we recorded, I knew Swoosh was gonna lose it
I want this.
over that one.
Give me the thing.
Right, so that's everything from Future Game Show. The rest of it is trailers I pulled out for PC Game Show.
Ah, there.
Cool.
First one is Steel Seed, which seems to be sort of a cyber character action game. It looks interesting. I mostly threw it in here because I love anything that's got that sort of like future cyberpunk vibe.
Me too, absolutely. It's the aesthetic I fucking love. The character looks like it was the throwback from that old StarCraft Ghost video game.
Yeah.
The one that got rejected.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
And
That
what's that one where you kept sliding around? Fuck.
Fuck, it was by Platinum Games.
Yeah. It just reminds me of that. This the character and this the style of it. I can't remember the fucking name of it. But you built up momentum by sliding around and doing weird movements.
It looks interesting, but I'm probably gonna give this one a miss.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't necessarily think that. I've got stuff later in this for you.
Yeah.
Next up, we've got the newest trailer for Fallen Aces, which is finally dropping some content, which is good. But yeah, it looks pretty fun. Sort of a noir beat-em-up thing.
So basically, cops back in the old days. Beat 'em up.
Yeah. But I think it's more the Private Eye type deal, the gumshoe getting it over his head.
Yeah. It's a very interesting art style, I'll give it that.
It looks like a Doom Noir or Wolfenstein Noir.
Yeah. The first chapter of that comes out this month.
Nice.
So I'm pretty keen for that. And it's being published by New Blood, and I love basically everything New Blood puts out. But I absolutely adore boomer shooters, so, it's like easy sell for me. And I've been kind of keeping an eye on Fallen Aces until we actually got some content out for it. Yeah, looks interesting.
Oh, and you can turn the noir filter off.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, and have everything be in color.
That's a good thing.
I don't know, the noir setting is actually pretty cool. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like the Kurosawa mode in Ghost of Tsushima.
Yeah.
Alright, next up we've got Mars Tactics, which appears to be one half survival city builder on Mars, one half squad tactics game.
Interesting. This looks like a mobile game to me.
With with XCOM cover in the engine that did Command and Conquer.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird combo of stuff, but that's what made me more interested. It wasn't just a tactics game.
Yeah.
It's like it has this other half where you build up the base and
A resource
equip
management
your
half.
people and yeah, that made it more interesting than just another tactics game.
Yeah.
But yeah, that one's kind of interesting. I like the look of it. See how it actually turns out. Next up, we have Sumerian 6, which is another stealth action character game from an isometric point of view. I understand these are entirely my thing. They're nobody else's in this show.
No,
But
I've got a
these
few of
games.
them in my currently installed to get to game list.
Yeah, this one looks fun because they're going with more pulp fiction, like weird gadget people.
Yeah.
Which I was like, this might interest Swoosh, mostly because of that mechanic. But like, I don't know if this is necessarily your thing. I think you might get a kick out of watching someone play it though.
Definitely.
Because you got people with like teleporting beams and cameras that do weird shit, and a woman who can just disintegrate people with chemicals.
Nice.
Yeah, it's got a good vibe, and like I love things like Shadow Blade and Desperados 3. So like this game is my jam.
Nice. Looks entertaining.
Yeah. Next up is Fumes.
Fumes.
Yeah, which appears to be some kind of Mad Max delivery car combat game.
That's cool.
This looks interesting.
With kind of a lo-fi art style, which
Yeah.
I don't actually hate. I think it actually looks pretty good.
It kind of works for what this is.
I think it's also so they can like just bolt shit to stuff and it's
Yeah.
not going to look weird.
Pretty
It's
much.
car
I
combat
reckon-
Death Stranding. Hey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This
And
looks
instead of fighting a
entertaining.
whale, you fight a ship.
Yeah.
That ship looks like an awesome though. I kind of might pick this up. Like, not gonna lie, it looks.
Yeah. I got a vibe here, and I'm like, yes, I'm into this.
You don't see a lot of car combat games anymore.
Yeah.
No, you
They
don't.
kind of fell off the map for a while. Maybe they'll finally make
Right.
a good comeback.
Next up, we have Sulfur, which is I don't know. The more I watched the trailer, the more I kind of wanted to play it, which seems like a normal dungeon crawler with a medieval setting, but I have guns.
Fair. It looks entertaining. I would probably spend a lot of time wasted on this game.
Again, like I'm a massive Boomer Shooter fan, and this is just like tweeting that bit of my brain.
Yeah. Like, if I pick this up, you might not see me for a couple of weeks. But
Next up, we've got Phantom Line, which is another game set in Russia where you go in and investigate anomalies.
yeah.
I think a few studios were trying to fill the gap left by Stalker, and they just sort of have started coming out again just as Stalker 2 is dropping.
This does look pretty interesting, though.
Well, the fact that they wander around in, like, what is clearly, you know, Russia, and then they go through the door and it's a whole other place.
Yeah.
And that whole other place is, like, weird and creepy.
Looks fun.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like Russian Control.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Next up is a trailer for a franchise I just happen to really fucking love, which is Killing Floor. Killing Floor 3 is coming out soon, and yeah. I love Killing Floor. It's one of my favorite co-op horde shooters. I played it a shitload with some friends a while ago. Yeah, it has always been on one of my favorite things to go back to and just play. So they're apparently doing a lot of upgrades to the engine, the enemies, all the gameplay loops. So yeah, I'm looking forward to playing this. I'm not expecting either of you to. I'm just a fanboy for him. Next up is I Am Your Beast.
Okay.
Which is kind of a cool looking game. Like, it's got a bit of a, I don't know, Hotline Miami, but in first person view kind of vibe.
Looks very much like
keep
that,
shooting, keep killing.
13.
Yeah.
Do you ever play that?
Visually, yeah.
Interesting, but
Like I love motion shooters, so
Yeah.
like this is absolutely my jam.
this is something I would watch someone else play because my brain doesn't work right for motion shooters. I just get confused and then die.
Yeah, that's very fair. But yeah, it looks really cool, and it seems like the person on your headset's a New Zealander, so that
Yeah.
was just kind of fun for an accent.
A snarky New Zealander too.
Are there any other kind of New Zealanders?
There's the really nice Maori guys.
Oh, yeah. Next up is No More Room in Hell 2, which is a sequel to a mod for Half-Life 2.
Yeah.
First time I saw this, I was not very into it because they were like, zombie survival game. Now, off of this trailer and listening to some stuff from the presentations, it's actually a little more of a survival co-op roguelite.
Yeah.
Because the idea is you need to fight your way to the power plant in this town, and on the way, you pick up your gear and you pick up your friends and stuff, and then you do the thing. It's got a little more. It seems like it's going to have a little more of a loop, more like a Left 4 Dead than a straight up survival game.
Which is like that I could get behind. I've been wanting something to, go back to the Left 4 Dead vibes.
Yeah. Next up, we've got Moon Mystery.
It's a mystery on the moon.
There's not an awful lot about this one, but it looks really interesting.
Man,
I like the vibe.
The vibe is interesting. That buggy is fucking top heavy. That's gonna fall over.
Yeah. So,
Moon Mystery
something-
sounds like
it's
the
another one of
title to a
those-
movie from like the early 50s.
I
Welcome
know.
to the Moon Mystery.
Yeah, see, welcome to the moon.
Yes, it's a mystery, see? Made of cheese. What kind of cheese we got?
I've been twiddling my mustache, but it's behind the space helmet.
Next up, and I threw this in here just because, I don't know, there's something about the vibe I like in Space Trucker.
This is already in my wish list in Steam.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know why. You go, like, I cannot stand things like Euro Truck Simulator. They're so boring. You make it a space truck, and I'm like, yes, let's go
Yeah.
truck the space highways. I'm in.
I just like the fact that the spaceship shaped like a fucking semi-truck. Like, that's it.
Yeah. I don't know. There's just something about that works so much more for me than other stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a massive sci-fi nerd, so it shouldn't be that surprising.
Truck deliveries. In space!
This one. Next up, we've got Generation Exile.
We find the exile of an entire generation.
So, unfortunately, I haven't given you the trailer I wanted to give you. I've given you the trailer that include all the stuff with the developers.
Gross.
Sorry about that. Basically, it's a base building game. Humanity fucked up. We've gone to the stars to find a new home.
Yeah.
I jam with city builders.
That's
I don't know why. A weird bit of my brain works for them, so I was pretty interested.
It looks
They've
pretty.
got a bit more of a simulation with with the people who are part of the colony as well, so like they can start to dislike each other, and then that causes problems. So you got to work around it, and
Okay.
that sort of thing. So adding a little more of a human element to it's like, ooh, that's a cool wrinkle.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that before.
A bit like the RimWorld kind of interactions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with less war crime.
Next one,
Hopefully less war crime.
Next up, I've got one that I mostly threw in here for Swoosh. I don't know how much you'd want to play this, but it's a vibe I feel like you'd truck with.
Fair.
This one's called Rekka.
What are this?
And it's a survival building Baba Yaga.
Yes!
So you build your home on top of the chicken.
Ah. Alright. I'm in. Alright. Yeah, no, I will be the Baba Yaga.
So it's a buildy survival crafty game where you play Baba Yaga.
This is amazing. I love this.
I know. I figured you would.
Oh, this is so dumb.
Because, one of the things I usually hate most about base building games is, I'm either setting up here or I've got to do this all again when I move.
Yeah.
In this game, it's like, build the elaborate house, because the house has legs!
Yeah. Yeah, no, I'm in. Done. I want this.
Alright, here's a dumb game that actually has a demo out on Steam, and I've seen someone play it, and I think it is the most hilarious idea, and I'm surprised no one's done it before.
Tactical Breach Wizards.
Yeah! It's as if, a Marine Ops team, but wizards.
This is amazing.
There's a demo for it on Steam, you can go play it now. It's not out yet, but, how has no one made this? A tactical squad game with, Marine wizards.
Tactical Breach Wizards. I fucking love it.
Give me a
I
second.
know, right?
The Navy SEAL. And his wand falls out of his rifle. That's just fucking funny.
Ha! It's the first thing that shows up when I type in tactical in Steam.
Yeah, it looks super fun. I'm really keen for tactical breach wizards.
I'm not downloading this immediately. What are you talking about?
Necro Wizard.
Next,
The Necromedic, yeah.
she can heal you, only if she kills you first. Next trailer I have is another one for Swoosh.
Yay! Ooh.
It's another building game, but with airships.
Fuck! How dare you? I feel both seen and attacked.
I feel sorry for your wallet, man.
Yeah, so do I. But this looks pretty cool, actually.
This one looks a little more co-op, unlike the Baba Yaga one.
Yeah.
But yeah, the idea is you have a airship that you can custom design, like a base.
God damn it. Alright, I'm in.
Kind of figured you would be.
You son of a bitch, I'm in.
And time to finish off with the probably cutest one here, which I'm mostly throwing in because I think it is, and I might play it, and you may like this one too, Swoosh.
Yeah.
Which is Hotel Galactic, which is a game where you build a hotel, but it's basically Ghibli.
Oh.
This is very much Ghibli.
Yeah. This is adorable. Alright, yeah, no, I'm probably gonna pick this up.
I saw, the minute when the dude was sitting in the hot tub, sinking into it, I was like, god, this is some Ghibli shit.
Yeah.
And yeah, you run a hotel.
I like this. This looks like chill.
You run your own Spirited Away.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Alright, this looks pretty neat. It's pretty. It's good.
And sometimes you just need a chill game to play.
Yeah.
Not everything has to be Doom.
Something in the background that I can play and watch TV with.
Yeah. You've had a hard day, you just kind of want to kick back and play something silly.
Yeah.
And yeah, I figured I'd end our Trailerama on the pretty game.
It was a good one. It was a good.
Hotel Galactic. Yep, that's pretty cool.
And that's it. That's everything I thought was worth watching at all the game things that I've seen this year. I haven't we didn't do all Guerrilla Collective or some of the indie showcases. It's just there's too much.
Many.
Yeah.
We had to split this into 2 halves just to get through the big one.
And we still
let alone
got
every single
2
one.
almost full length episodes by splitting it in fucking half.
So, I think you've gotten your content worth for the week.
Like, there was also in the Xbox showcase, they announced 3 new versions of the same fucking console, just with
One of them has no disc.
yeah, one of them's a digital only. The other one's a recolor, but with a terabyte hard drive. Oh, sorry, 2 of them.
Yeah.
They've just added terabyte hard drives to them, and one's a recolor, a digital only of the S, which hasn't added any power to it. It's still the fucking anchor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's still holding back
they're-
everything for it.
They're clearly pushing everything as these as entry points for Game Pass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Like we knew they were going to.
Yeah.
We thought they might wait a little longer, but apparently they're like, no, do it now.
Yeah.
Oh.
But look, and I'm going to say it again, we skipped a lot of
Oh,
stuff.
absolutely.
We did not cover everything, and that was just stuff that I thought was interesting. I don't know if these guys would have thought some of the other stuff was cool too. There's a lot of indie stuff out there that didn't have a lot of trailers. They were just like cool.
Well, that just means that we should have gone out and had a look ourselves.
I mean,
And I'm
it's
going
more than
to.
I'm encouraging anyone listening. If you thought this was cool, you thought there was some decent stuff here, like go check out this things yourself. Skim through them. There's some really cool shit. We just had to.
This is pretty
kind
much.
of tried to take the cream off the top.
I'm assuming Seth will be putting all these videos in the show notes. So just
I'm not going to be able to put these in the show notes, man. It's going to hit the. I'll
no.
try.
What I mean
I'll
is
see what I can
the
do.
links to the actual videos, like that we watched. So then you can listen to this as a riff track while you watch the trailers with us.
I mean, I'm going to try. I don't know if I'll still hit the character limits. I'll definitely be able for part 1. I'll definitely be able to do it. I don't know about part 2.
No.
I might have to make a Facebook post, a
Yeah.
link to the Facebook post to get all the trailer links. I will, in some capacity, put all the trailer links up though.
That's fair.
You will definitely be able to watch all of the trailers we just talked about. I just don't know if we'll be able to put them in the show notes.
No, they'll be somewhere. You'll find them, and then
Yeah.
watch along while listening to us, and then complain at us.
Maybe favorite a few things on wish list some things on Steam. Apparently it really helps devs.
That's a good.
So if there's something you like, wish list that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's it. That's all I could get through and thought was worth it. I definitely tried to get a bit of a span of stuff, not necessarily just things I wanted. Like I said, I had a couple in there that were like, these are for swoosh.
Yes.
Dan's got a very similar opinion to me on games, so it's like
Yeah.
it's a little easier for that. It's like I don't have to go find the crafting survival game that's an airship because no, that one's just for food.
Yeah, I'm in the corner eating paste while you guys are playing other games. So.
You're standing in the corner going, Baba Yaga now.
You come find my chicken in the woods.
And you're hexed. And you're hexed.
Yeah, so I think that's your lot for the week. Hope you enjoyed that. Trailer season's basically over. I think the only thing we're missing is Nintendo, but Nintendo does a Nintendo Direct whenever the fuck Nintendo wants to do one, so...
They could have just
Nintendo will do
spaced
what
this out
Nintendo
over the
does.
course of like several weeks and not just dumped everything over the course of
never
one
happens
fucking
like that.
weekend.
Nah, that would give everyone else an advantage. Can't have that.
Like I said, if we were doing this full time, I'd have dedicated an episode to every one of the
Yeah.
shows.
Yeah.
But like,
And we could have
We all got
easily.
jobs.
Yeah.
We gotta do shit, sadly.
but that's it. That's your lot. I hope you had a good one. See y'all later.
Bye.
See ya.